If you look up the map, there's like 18 of these supermarkets all within a 2-mile range of each other. Somebody got the map wrong. And then I looked at this van hook, and there's like 3 of those vans that showed up in this parking lot, all parked next to each other. So it's like a city of duplifying. It's a duplication city. Duplification. I'm having just stopped from several hours of driving. I got all this warbling reflection from the rainy window. Well, maybe it wasn't. Anyway, count one sort of a blessing that this thermos actually kept the coffee warm enough. I had not even opened this coffee at all until right now. And these lights, you know, if I was hiding from like a chainsaw murderer or something like that, you know how long these lights take to shut down? I'm still waiting. It's not gonna help me. Yeah, lights out. Lights out of life at that point. I don't know. There's nothing I could go in and eat at the supermarket that's miraculously open at this very hour. Because it's not even, I don't know. Well, I guess it's getting kind of late. It's the daytime's beginning. All these people are riding around extremely fast because these roads are very familiar to them on this super highway plex and everything. And it's all new to me, and one of my windshield wipers is the rubber's about to fly off, so I can't have it like this. It's going like... Anyway, I love that car with its high beams right in my eyeballs right now. I just want to go somewhere, some hospitality is nice and gracious. I mean, that's blinding me. Thank you. So, I don't know, it was like pouring out, it was like some sort of liquid runny gleekiness. There, thanks for turning your lights off high beam. I'm here again where I was that one other time when they began a root canal on me, and now I have to go and ask that they finish the root canal and get a wisdom tooth pulled also. Apparently that was causing pain also. I didn't even think of it. I asked about it before, but the one dentist was like, oh no, there's nothing to that. And then I went to these people that knew what they're talking about, and they're like, yeah, that's messing your tooth up. And then I was like, okay. So it's like, I should think about it. Because I don't know, I didn't want to make any decisions, like any bad decisions. And then my bad decision was not choosing to have that get gone and everything. Now I'm back up here trying to get 2 things done. I might have 0 things done. But all the other places that insurance threw me towards, was nothing but a great number of them grumpy secretary ladies. I don't even know if they're telling me the truth or not about rates, what they could or couldn't help me with or anything like that. But you get darted around like a pinball, and thus I have content to talk about due to it. All that kind of thing. But there's nothing I could eat on either side of my mouth. Because you know what I did is I got so not used to eating out of this side of my mouth, right? Because over here it got this and then that one last wisdom tooth. It's like this far above all the other teeth. Not really, but feels like it. So that day I had to bury my cat, Julie, and do a million other things. Go dentist hopping and everything like that. One of them wanted a $385 assessment just to tell me whether or not they could pull a wisdom tooth. And then another one wanted $185, and they said I'd be up into the thousands if I had a wisdom tooth pulled. And that's when I made that grumpy video when I was walking at the nice hillside where I was catching my breath before I had to dip back into town again and face more grumpy secretary ladies that have the empowerment of trying to ruin my day because they have that power of being able to have a switch on and off for when they do and don't want to do their job or represent the aspect of the importance of changing somebody's life for the better or for the worse. So anyway, I don't know, I'm around here, I'm good. I got 9 knives you know, that kind of stuff. I'm not really too worried. I did do a U-turn. It's that high beamer again, thank you very much. gracious comes the way, the graciousness. Yeah, turn on the low beam just for a second, just to tease me, and then blast me with a high beam again. I had to do some U-turn because I realized I was seeing familiar territory. I was like, I gotta get to here. You know, I could be hanging out in a parking garage right now or something like that until 7, but I'm waiting around here until 7. I'm gonna go stand outside with an umbrella. See if they'll finish out the root canal. If they can't, I'm just having them pull the tooth. If they can't, because I'm gonna drive all the way back home, like 2 hours or whatever, and then go insurance shopping again, see what kind of dentist they'll line me up at. I won't give you the name of them, but it's Wilson and Bing, ham that weighs a ton. Ham that weighs a ton. There's like a horror factory over that way, and that's like the place they keep trying to throw me to have anything done at all. No way. But yeah, back at my hometown or whatever, one of these places, they seriously like wanted a $385 charge just to have somebody say whether they could or couldn't take a wisdom tooth out. So if I can't get the root canal done by the person that started it, that put the artificial filling in, I'm just gonna say take the tooth out. And if they don't, I don't know. I've had a lot of coffee. Well, actually I haven't yet, but I have a lot of coffee. Before I started driving, I had a lot of coffee. If I get this teeth thing figured out or whatever, then I can just up and go. And that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be good. So let's just consider this kind of an update sort of thing. It's nice when it's raining out, and I do have to open the door and kind of pull that windshield wiper rubber back taut enough, hopefully. I guess I need some emergency things on me or whatever for that kind of scenario, but I don't know what I could use. What kind of glue would you use during wetness to like get that held back on? Because I was at one point where I almost ran out of fuel. I was at like 2 bars or whatever, so I ended up putting like $40 in gas. It's the first time I've ever seen the gas gauge as full as it's been, and I really wanted to take a photo of that because it was just like memorable, once in a lifetime sort of thing where my fuel meter was full. Because I was like thinking about I was gonna be like just dead out of gas on the interstate side with my warning lights on, seeing if anyone could help me, because I kept driving and it was like an infinite amount of time where I was driving on 3 bars. Not that I like fuel be measured on bars, because it should be this thing, you know. That makes a hell of a lot more sense. Anyway, I don't know. I'm also worried around here because it's back in Ithaca where someone tried getting in my car while I was driving it. Somebody else can attest to that. So it's like, whatever. It's like worse there. It's worse there. So I don't know if you're kind of person that ever goes places and then you become the one that other people think are the local or whatever, so they like skewer away from you. It's like, whatever. I don't know. So this is the journey that I hope has an end chapter called this dental bullshit. So obviously I got my Instagram thing back too or whatever, but I'm not going to post on that other one very often or anything like that, because it said it wasn't me, and that's what I said last time I was up here too, because it happened that day of and everything. And my cat Julie passed away, and she passed away in peace. I posted a Facebook post about it and then realized I don't know why I'm posting on Facebook. It's another bad decision in my life, I guess. But I set up what I believe is a supercomputer. To me it's a supercomputer anyway. I'm back to the, if this crap goes away, like this constant pain and everything, and I can get a go-ahead on figuring out how to travel around a bit, maybe if God could bless me with a rejuvenating lightning strike that turns my life into a foray of some sort of emancipated productivity, pain-free and everything. Then I could record a whole lot, travel a whole lot, get some tastes of other culture, and trees bloomed with fruition and not rotten fruits and all that kind of thing. And that's what I will go for. Until then, though, today's the day I gotta use my language in the correct way when speaking to dentists. See if somebody can help me. I have such a doubt with that kind of thing, though. You know what torture is when these people back in that place anyway. I can't say enough bad things about my hometown. And I can expect to try to get anywhere when I drive back there or anything like that. I don't care. I'll go for it. That's how confident I am. If I can just live day pain-free, you know. So. So this is so warm. This kept so warm the whole way because I'm not supposed to put warm drink in this at all. It's a cooling thermos, which means I'm going to use it for the opposite. And this is living up to par, except for, look at this. This is nothing. That's like 2/5 of what your coffee intake should be, really, but that's how it goes. I just realized, too, this is going to upload all pixelated and everything. It seems like it's recording good now and everything. It's going to be like chipping and jolting out quite a bit, but there's some daring soul walking right through the rain piddling with no umbrella. Probably can hear me. Straight line, like the seas are parting. We used to have one of these supermarkets back there. Back down that way. It was open 24/7. It was so nice to be able to just go out at any time and, you know, go and pick something up and have that as an excuse to just kind of catch a breath, take a little bit of a drive and all that kind of stuff. Now everything's just completely closed at like 9:30 or so at the latest, you know. But I don't know. It's kind of good to have that awakening anxiety to be on the rubric of things and everything like that. They might do nothing at all for me up here. They might absolutely do nothing at all for me or anything like that. Like you're literally like led to like having to figure out how to get money in order to afford basically like the extortion or whatever to like have a healthy life, like in health emergencies. And this is a health emergency that I can like just talk about and everything. Other people have health emergencies they can't like vocalize about or whatever because it's like up to 10 agony and everything. But it's like I'm led to like either figure out how to get enough cash to meet these extortionists of health practices or to get a pair of pliers and be daring, you know, and that sort of thing. But I don't know. I might be better for the rest of the world if I'm in an agony that holds me down or something like that, because I'm going to have to spring back with extreme momentum on being the most creative person on the planet, you know, after feeling held down and held back and not believed in and all that kind of thing, you know. Like, who do I need and what do I need anymore at that point, really? Probably animals. Good situations, you know. Almost dropped my USB-C cord right into my coffee. Imagine how hyper a cord would be. So, I had a bonfire the other night and that was pretty nifty. I enjoyed that quite a bit. It's nice to be by the element of fire for a nice bonfire and everything. I don't want to start getting tired though, too relaxed or anything. I'm going to have to stay not so relaxed. That's my way of meditation, is never really going into a full relaxation. I figure that's something outside of life itself, you know. Wait for this life experience to be done and everything, then I could relax a bit. There's too much stuff to do though. Like I love just being right in front of people's high beams right on my face. It's everyone else has their own thing they're into, their own addictions and their quirks and everything like that. But me, I just like to exist right where people are going to park right in front of me and just keep their high beams on me, blared right into my face. I love it because it keeps me nice and awake. Keeps me from entering that, you know, meditational state, you know. I was almost one with everything earlier when those cars were trying to ram me off of the highway, you know. So, anyway, that's what I have to say. That's my video. I gotta probably get up and go in a few.